Hey guys, this is MusicTechHelpGuy, and welcome to part 16 of my pop EDM production series in Logic Pro 10. In this video, we're going to be working with the vocals in the hook build-up section before we get to the drop section. So what we're going to be doing in this video is kind of doing the same thing or similar thing that we did to the verse vocals, where we line up the vocals with flex time, and then also tune up the vocals with flex pitch, as well as create some artificial harmonies with flex pitch. So in this video, we're going to do everything except create the harmonies. We'll do the vocal aligning and we'll do the tuning, and we'll save the harmonies for the next video. So in the hook buildup section, we've got these two main vocals. I've got them panned left and right. For now, I'm going to drop out all of these who vocals, as they're called. These are essentially just the little who melodic idea, where she's more or less just saying who in the drop. So that we're gonna leave out for now. I'm also gonna pull out the synthesizer just because it's got a lot of synth tail and reverb tail on it that's gonna get annoying if we keep that in for now. So let's just work with these for now. Really what I want to do is solo out both of the vocals, and then I'm also gonna solo out just the snares just to kind of keep us in time. And that's really it, because the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to line up the timing of both of these vocal tracks. So on both of these, I'm going to turn on flex by clicking right here, and then it shows and hides flex. And then we're gonna click here to enable flex on both of these tracks, and it will choose polyphonic by default. You can use monophonic on vocals too, but I've found that polyphonic tends to work pretty good on everything. So let's give this a listen, and let's see where we need to snap some of these words to the grid.
Tell me how you love me, tell me that you need me, tell me that I'm everything you want.
And you know what, instead of using the snares, just because there's that heavy reverb on there, I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw the metronome in. We'll just listen to the metronome and the vocals by themselves.
Tell me how you love me, tell me that you need me, tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm fearless, tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad, you got it bad, so bad, so bad.
Yeah, kind of like before, it sounds like she's ahead of the grid in several places. So we are going to use our snap mode of division, and we're going to go through and we're going to edit these up, but we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. We're going to do them both at the same time, just to save time. So I'm going to click here and here. I'm just creating a front and end anchor point. I'm going to create one here as well, just to make sure that any edits I make don't make the whole thing shift around like crazy.
Tell me how you love me.
So for me, I think the downbeat is on love me, so I'm going to pull that over. And then the hard T.
Tell me how you love me.
And you know what I'm going to do is, just like last time, I'm going to change my grid to an eighth note, because I'm going to be able to better gauge where these are supposed to be.
Tell me how you love me.
Yeah, the T for tell me should go here. I'm going to click on this. Remember, you can hold control to sort of manually scroll through as opposed to snapping to the grid. It basically bypasses the snap.
Tell me how you love me.
Let me pull that forward, pull that forward. And I really feel like the T should be snapped to the grid, but I think it's this area right here. It's right after the consonant, but right before the vowel. So I'm going to create new points there and snap that part to the downbeat instead. And we'll just line that up and line that up. There we go. And again, I'm just holding control.
Tell me how you love me.
There's a little sniffle in there too. We'll get rid of that
Tell me how you love me.
later on.
Tell me that you need me.
Yeah, N for need can go on the downbeat, just like that.
Tell me.
The me can go on the downbeat, just like so. I'm going to grab that and put it there, that and put it there. Again, I'm grabbing in between. That's the T of tell me, and this is the vowel sound of tell me.
Tell me that
I'm going to just pull this. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I think I accidentally chose reset all flex edits. Pull that back.
Tell me that you need me.
Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see it better.
Tell me that you need me.
I'm going to pull this one forward to match up with the bottom one.
Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything.
Yeah, everything right here and right here. I'm going to put that one there and that one there and that one there and that one there. Let's give that a listen.
You need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be.
Yeah, B should be right on a grid line. Pull that one forward. Pull that one back. Pull that one back. Pull that one back. Pull that one back. Pull this one forward. I don't know if that one needs to go anywhere, but let me align the bottom one to the top one. Again, just holding control. Turn off snap.
I'm everything you want me to be. I'm everything you want me to be.
Cool. Let's move over here.
Tell me how I'm
going to go with me instead of tell here first. And then grab that part and that part and pull them back. Now, notice that this word is shorter than the bottom one. Let's make this one slightly longer just so it matches up.
Tell me how.
The difference here between doing the chorus, or I'm calling it the chorus, but the hook, I suppose, build up section, and the verse is that both of these hook vocals are both going to be lead vocals. Not one of them isn't going to be ducked down in the mix. They're both going to be hard panned and very present in the mix. You know, I almost feel like these don't need to be there. Oops. There we go.
Tell me how I'm.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that we had talked about earlier about editing vocals. It can get kind of tricky because it can be difficult to it can be difficult to know exactly what syllable needs to be on the grid and which ones don't, because sometimes like the emphasis of a word can actually be more on in a lot of cases actually can be more on the vowel syllable more so than the consonants. And when you're going through and you're editing, a lot of times the only noticeable transients in vocal recordings are the consonants, so it can become kind of difficult to edit. By the way, if you're wondering why that right-click menu keeps popping up, it's because I keep accidentally holding control before clicking. You have to click then hold control. So believe it or not, the order of operations there matters. Let's give that a listen.
Hear this. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad.
Let's listen from here.
Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad.
Actually, it's not too bad. Let's just pull the word bad back here. Just like so. Pull these forward. There we go. Let's line those words up.
You got it bad.
Yeah, the word bad almost can be slightly ahead of the grid. Let's give that a shot.
You got it bad.
Cool. Let's move on to this. Let's move that over. Move that one over. Move those forward. Move this one forward a little bit. Now notice that point and that point look very similar, so let's move this one back. There we go. Make it a little bit longer.
Your weakness, you got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
If you're hearing a little bit of crackling, don't worry about it. It's more or less just because my video capture my computer's having trouble keeping up while doing a simultaneous audio and video capture to make this video. So if it's crackling like that, it shouldn't crackle on your end.
Bad, so bad, so bad. Bad, so bad, so bad.
Yeah, that so seems like it's behind. Let's pull that forward. Actually, let's pull this one forward too. Just like so.
Bad, so bad, so bad.
And these so's, I'm going to make them a little bit shorter too. The consonants of the word so. That one's probably well, hang on. Pull that one just back a touch. There we go. Let's give that a listen.
You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
Better. All right. Now the very last part, it just repeats. You got it bad, so bad, so bad. Or I think it's just so bad.
You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, just one so bad. So these will just place these where they're supposed to go. Do that. Do that. Actually, that one can stay where it's at. This one will pull back a bit. There we go. That's the so again. Make the so's just a little bit shorter. There we go.
You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a little breath right here. You can see it. So instead of lining that up with the grid, I'm going to line this up. I'm sort of looking at the waveforms, and I'll cut that off later.
You got it bad, so bad.
Cool. Let's listen to the last one here. You know, are these identical? Yeah, they're identical. I'm going to leave this one alone, and I'm just going to, actually, I'll just lob it off. I think, well, let me just double check.
You got it bad, so bad. You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, that's identical. I'm just going to lob that off for now, and I'll copy and paste it later. All right, so let's go ahead and render these down to new clips, and then we'll work on the tuning of them. One little trick I might have showed this in another video is you can actually just join these together in place by hitting J, but since it's a single clip, you can't. It has to be multiple clips. So sometimes what I do is I just trick Logic into believing that there's, well, there is more there, but I'll just duplicate the clips over here. I'm not going to actually use them. I'm actually going to cut them off. But this just allows me to hit J to join the two clips together. So I don't have to do a bounce in place, which is actually more trouble because you have to bounce it in place to another track and then move it back. So by duplicating that over, you're sort of tricking Logic because Logic will only do the join function when you have multiple clips. All right, so now that the flex time is done, let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's come in here. I'm going to turn off my snap mode, and we're going to, let's use the scissors tool this time. They made a lot of improvements in 10.3 to the scissors tool because it makes it just more easy to see where you're editing. And I've actually found myself using the scissors tool more so, maybe not more so than the marquee tool, but more so than I used to. So I'm going to turn off the metronome, and we're just going to go through, clean up these edits, get rid of any like big breaths like we did last time. And there's a that sniffle at the beginning of this one too. So there's some little things we need to clean up.
Tell me how you love.
Yeah, and she said, and this is the same thing I told you before. Sometimes this singer, she'll say, tell me, instead of just tell me. There's like a little hiccup in her voice almost, so we're going to get rid of that as well, which is right there. So we'll take all that off.
Tell me how you love me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be.
Take out that breath. Just like so. Oh, this is just saying it has inactive flex markers. We already rendered it, so it's not going to matter. So just say edit, and I just click the don't show me again.
Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness.
There's another breath right there.
You got it bad.
There's another breath. Oops, hang on. There we go. I had too many regions. I had these regions selected down here. Pull that over.
You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
All right, and again, ignore the crackle.
Bad.
Let's do that. All right, let's go over here. Trim that out, and I believe there's a little breath at the beginning here too.
You got.
Yep. We'll do the same thing. We'll cut that out, just like so.
You got it bad, so bad.
There we go. And again, like I showed you guys before, if you drag over all these clips, you can use the fade tool on just one of them. It's one of the new, maybe not new features of the, well, I guess it is a new feature of the fade tool. It's something that they probably should have had a long time ago, but if you fade multiple clips, it'll create multiple fade ins and then multiple fade outs on all the tracks all at once. If you're using Logic 10.2 or earlier, you don't have that functionality. You can drag over all these and do it from the region inspector over here, which I showed in a previous video. All right, so that's all good. Let's drag over all that and hit J. Let's join these. So now they're fully edited. Let's just give this a quick listen with all the music in, just so we can make sure that it sounds okay with the metronome, but let's just make sure it sounds okay with everything else in the mix too.
Every night I love you like she never could. Tell me how you love me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad. You got it bad, so bad.
Cool. So she really sounds more like one voice now as opposed to two voices, which is what we want. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is tune these up. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on our show flex again, turn on flex time for both of these, and change it from polyphonic to flex pitch for both of them. There we go. Now she's, as opposed to some of the things in the verse, she's actually pretty in tune here. She's actually quite in tune, I believe. So we shouldn't have too much trouble tuning her up here. So let's go ahead and just double click on the top of the clip, opens it up in the track editor, and we will give this a, let me just solo this out. There we go. And we'll give this a look down here. I can see there's some notes we're going to have to cut up, though.
Tell me how you love me.
Yeah, some of these notes need to be cut up, so I'm going to grab my scissors tool, not using snap, and you can see it at these points. There's certain points where the note goes up, but the note doesn't break into two. So I'm just going to chop those up.
Tell me how you love me.
Here's another one that's supposed to go down.
Tell me how you...
And actually, you know, I chopped this a little too early. There you go. Should be looking at the grid lines. There you go.
Tell me how you love me.
I almost think that should stay.
Tell me how you love me.
I'll leave it alone for now.
You love me. Tell me that you need me.
Just gonna scroll through.
Want me to be.
Yeah, this is two notes.
Want me to be.
There we go.
Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness.
Looks fine.
You got it bad. You got it bad.
Yeah, this is supposed to be two notes.
You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
All right, cool. Again, ignore the pops and clicks. Just hit Command A to select all of those. Actually, let me just double check that little extra thing over here.
You got it bad, so bad. You got it bad.
Well, this note's supposed to go.
You got it bad.
Supposed to be.
You got it bad.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. It was right before. This is supposed to be a note there. There we go. It's three notes.
You got it bad.
And these two can actually be joined back together. Drag over both of them. Go to your glue tool. And you can join them back together.
You got it bad, so bad.
There we go. So now I'm going to hit Command A to select all of them. I'm going to apply pitch correction to 100%. And I'm also going to change the scale quantize to minor, natural minor. And the scale is not G, it's actually B. So change that to B, natural minor. And let's see if that worked out okay. And if there's any issues, we'll go back and fix them.
Tell me how you love me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me.
I mean, this is like a little scoop up. I guess like I'll keep it there for now.
Fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness.
Yeah, like this one.
Tell me I'm your weak. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
Yeah, I guess we're okay. We want significantly less of the vibrato being tamed down in this one, but I do want some of the vibrato to be tamed down. So I'm going to hit Command A and pull the vibrato down to about 80%. I want this section to have a little bit more soul than the verse did, because the verse is very straight, very, wannabe Kesha sounding. So let's give this one more listen, and then we'll move on to the second vocal.
Tell me how you love me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
And then the little tag at the end.
You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, something's not right there.
You got it bad. You got it bad, so...
Yeah, I think this note is up too far. This one, the drift in it is too far down for some reason. And then this note is too low.
You got it bad, so bad.
This might be one of those situations where I just leave those notes alone.
You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, I'm just going to delete those first three. It'll still play through, but it plays through the original pitch.
You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? I might just take this whole thing out.
You got it bad, so bad.
For now, I'm going to keep it out.
You got it bad, so bad.
We may need to copy and paste something else in there, because we're getting some weird artifacts in the pitch shifter that's just making the vocals not sound good at all. All right, let's move on to the second vocal. We'll do the same thing for this one. Scroll through, make sure that we don't have any weird notes that should be cut up that are not cut up. Make sure we don't have any notes like this that should be joined together that are not joined together.
Tell me how you love me.
Like these, yeah, these could be joined.
Tell me how you love me.
I think that note needs to be cut.
Love me. Tell me that you need me.
And really, I think it should just be out. I think that note needs just to be completely out.
Love me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that.
Yeah, it's almost like the M of me.
Need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm feeling to be. To be.
I feel like that needs to be cut there too.
Tell me how.
Yeah, this is definitely
Tell me how.
This is definitely need to be cut right there.
Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
I'm gonna get rid of that up there. Let's go to the tail end here, the little tail end phrase.
You got it bad, so bad.
Yeah, that one didn't sound very good either.
You got it bad.
That's two notes.
You got it bad, so bad.
We'll do that for now. Let's drag over all these or hit Command A, pull pitch correction all the way up, change the scale quantize to B minor, which it already is, and we should be good to go. Let's give this one a listen.
Tell me how you love me. Tell me that you need me.
Yeah, something doesn't sound right over here.
Tell me how you love me. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that one together and just let it be.
Love me. Tell me that you.
That one too. Leave it alone.
Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm feeling.
Yeah, sometimes these scooped up notes, you're almost better off just leaving them alone.
Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
And then the tail end phrase.
You got it bad, so bad.
All right, I'm going to drag over all these, pull the vibrato down to 80 as well. And then let's give both of them a listen together. And we'll see if we hear anything that's weird.
Tell me how you love me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm everything you want me to be. Tell me how I'm fearless. Tell me I'm your weakness. You got it bad. You got it bad, so bad, so bad.
All right, so we'll stop there for this video. In the next video, we will move on to creating harmonies for the hook buildup section. Here we have two lead vocals that are panned left and right that are both going to be very present in the mix, plus two additional harmonies, a harmony up a third and a harmony up a fifth. So we're actually going to end up with 4 voices by the time we're done with this. Remember, if you'd like to work along with me, you can download and purchase this same multi-track session that I've been working with throughout this video series. I'll leave a link to that in the video description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.